Well, I'm going to present to you a little bit more, I think, excuse me, things that you're going to need to be ready for. The left's coming this time. They're going to come down hard on gun control. And it's a sad thing because they'll use the dead people in Vegas and all the people that got hurt. They'll politicize it and they'll turn it into this monster gun control debate. And while I think that they have the right for the free speech of it and you should be able to have a conversation, the problem is the conversation. It's null and void. The Second Amendment is very clear that thou shalt not infringe. Now here's the two things that you have to understand about the Second Amendment. It's written in two parts. One part deals with the individual. The second part is where the training comes in. They're always talking about well-regulated. Well, the well-regulated part refers to the militia. Now, two parts are in this sentence. So you have your individual rights as a citizen, and you are the right to bear arms. You can have cannons, because back in the day, private citizens had merchant ships, and they would actually arm them with cannons back in the day. So yeah, in a sense, you could have cannons, and they had repeating muskets back then. And we had, smoothbore and rifle bore rifles back in the day. So it's not far-fetched to understand why they wrote the Second Amendment in that sense. Also, the second part of having well-regulated militia. The militia, in a sense, they believe still exists, and I think some people have made it negative, some people have made it positive, and that's a moot point. The regulation on that was just how they trained when they came out and trained. Some of the things when people ask, why should you have an M16? Well, my personal viewpoint is the deregulation of all of that, all of these gun acts, like 1936 and 1968, when they did the transfer paperwork, all that should go away. It violates your Second Amendment rights. If I want to buy an M16, I want to buy an M16. If I want to buy a saw, why? Why do I have to go through all this for this? I mean, the Second Amendment was very clear. Thou shalt not infringe. However, there's rules in place, and you could see throughout history where we gave that inch that took a mile. We gave an inch that took a mile. I mean, they used the tragedy of mob-style crime to enforce gun acts on short-barreled shotguns and having the ability for what was some of the other stuff they did too. The suppressor acts and all these tax stamps. Back in the day, $30s, $200 was an absorbent amount of money, and it was only allowed that the rich could have it. Here's a really bizarre fact about suppressors. Some of the most restricted gun countries, like Norway, you can actually get a suppressor without any background checks. It's actually encouraged in these countries to have a suppressor because making a lot of noise is rude. So there's just some food for thought. But you can see where we gave. In 1994, we gave on the assault weapons ban, which banned all these AR-15s and AKs. In the 80s, we banned the import of SKS and AK-47 style rifles, and it just made them go up in price and made the ammunition go up. I mean, right now in Canada, you can buy SKS for $150 to $200, and now here it's over $6 because they banned it. For what reason? They say it's evil. They say it's scary. There's a whole shipment of M1 Garands and M1 carbines that are from South Korea that are supposed to be coming over here, and they want to sell them to the public like they've done in the past. Well, there's a push that they're afraid that the M1 Garand is going to get into the hands of the streets. If you think about that, your gangbanger type is going to walk around with a 30-06 full-size rifle and threaten people with it. And the M1 carbine is kind of like, even during its day, it was this puny carbine rifle that was underpowered for its day in combat, and it was underpowered. It's just a 30 caliber pistol style cartridge, which fine, you can argue it one way or the other, but it was just an ineffective rifle. But you can see where the gun control on the left is always looking to advance. And you can see the future in a lot of it, where you take England and all this, and they gave up semi-autos, they gave up this, they gave up that, and now they're super restricted. I mean, I think some places in England, you don't have a gun at your house. You go to a gun club, and you have to write down how much ammunition you use, and you have to write down this, and the gun club holds the rifle or shotgun for you, and you get to be all sporting and have fun. And it's not what our Second Amendment was written for. It wasn't for sporting like that. It was for self-defense. I mean, you really have to understand that we cannot give any, there's no middle ground. We can't give you any trouble. Thou shalt not infringe shall be the thing that we will stand on. And I think it's the line in the sand for the conservatives that are still here. I think you have a lot of people on the conservative right who would try to find a middle ground, because the John McCain types, the Rhino types, the Paul Ryan types, they're going to find a middle, maybe suggest a middle ground. You have people who are conservative or libertarian, and I'm trying to think of the guy's name. Huge, almost Alex Jones-like on the conspiracy side of things. This guy, or Michael Savage, there we go. Michael Savage. Very conservative, very kind of right-wing-ish. Flipped. And now goes against, all this. You have people who are going to turn because they're afraid. They're afraid of being labeled a gun, pro-gun. They don't want it. And they don't want this label on them. What are you going to do? At this point, you can call your congressmen, you can write to all your people in political office, and you can write to them in Bagger, but they don't follow citizens anymore. I don't think they do. I don't, when Paul Ryan's voting for things, he's not voting for the population of Wisconsin, he's voting for himself. John McCain is just voting for John McCain. So I think there is a risk. And do I trust Trump to hold ground? I hope so, but I'm not 100%. There's rumors floating that he wants to talk about gun control. And the sad thing is, you can't. And the left doesn't understand this. And I'm hoping, I'm praying, I think people should pray for this country and pray for our leadership and pray for the people in charge. That we don't lose. That we don't lose this battle, because losing this battle, it could mean the Civil War for the right. It could be the retaliation from the right, where you can't give up these things. We're the last piece in the puzzle that protects everything from total tyrannical rule. So, make sure you're ready for that fight. Make sure you're there. Make sure you're available. And keep praying for this country. And train as hard as you can. And be proactive. Use your Second Amendment rights. Be active with it. Go out, conceal carry, open carry. Shoot your AR this weekend. Shoot your rifles. And make sure you avoid it. If you can get a debate with them, use good talking points and explain to them what it is. But the majority of the time, you're not going to be able to explain it. So, with that, just, have a good day. And, I'm not sure how to end this on this note, but, just be ready for the fight and just keep going and fight it. Fight the left on gun control. Thank you.